Hi, this is Charlotte Sometimes. She's going to give us a little discussion about what it's really like to be on tour. And I just want her to give you the name of her brand new record, and so that you all can go run out and purchase it. It's an amazing record.
Well, hi. My new record is called Waves and the Both of Us, and I'm pretty sure you can get it anywhere, but you can definitely get it on iTunes. So check it out. It's Charlotte Sometimes, Waves and the Both of Us.
I want to talk to you because you are doing the real thing. You are touring, you are living the life, and I want other young writers to know what it's really like. Not just the fantasy, but the real nitty-gritty of what you are doing every day. And if you could just give us a little synopsis of what it's like to get up in the morning and get on the road and tour with no days off for 3 months, I would love that. Any helpful hints? Shoot.
Not a problem.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of musicians come up to me and they're like, "You're living the dream. How exciting is it to be on the road every day?" And like, it's, I try to put a big smile on my face and tell them, "Oh, it's great," but it's kind of a big lie, because while it's the most amazing experience to be able to perform to audiences that know your music, and they're singing the words, and they're bringing you fun stuff like pictures and making posters, and that's really rewarding.
Yeah.
But that's only, like, I don't know, an hour out of your day on tour, and besides maybe press, and most of tour is mainly traveling. You're in a van or you're in a bus and you're driving for hours and hours. If you're in a van, you can't pee because the boys don't want you to pee because it's gonna like take up too much time. So you're holding it for about like 3 hours and you're in pain and you're crying.
Oh my God.
or you have to drive through the night and it's like 3 in the morning and there's no rest stop. So if you're a chick, you gotta suck it up and you go to the side of the road and it's in a highway and you pull down your pants and you pee as the truck drivers go by.
Oh my God. Oh my God, glamorous.
It's so glamorous.
That's glamorous.
And all the boys in their line and they're peeing and they're waving while you go. And it's great. So, and also, sometimes you get you're in a different, city every day and a different hotel. Hopefully
what is sleep like for you? How do you sleep?
Sleep is a very difficult thing because sometimes you play a show, and as any performer knows, you're really wound up after you play.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh my God, let's go, I don't know, run 5 miles and then talk about it."
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to kind of force yourself to get in the habit. You're like, okay, it's a show.
Right.
And I do one every day.
Right.
So this is not like a big thing. So I gotta chill out and, we put on the TV at the hotel that hopefully doesn't smell or have cigarette holes in the comforter. And, you just try to wind down. And also for singers, it's so difficult because the dry hotel, the weather's constantly changing. It's winter in one city, it's summer in the next, it's springtime. So you don't ever really know what to expect.
Do you take along you have a little humidifier that you travel with?
I do travel with a humidifier. Not a big one because it's too bulky, and sometimes you get to a hotel at like 3 in the morning, and the last thing I want to do is carry like 2 bags and a humidifier into my hotel room.
Right, of course.
But if it's just a little guy, it's pretty easy to clean. A lot of times I just do it with like vinegar and water because that's the quickest thing. If I'm too lazy, I put the shower on for about an hour, and I take the smoke detector out so it doesn't beep. And then it becomes a complete sauna, so it's this disgusting smell and just humid air. And
humid hotel air.
Sleep.
Right.
Yeah, and it's definitely, if you're a girl, it's definitely difficult because usually you're on tour with like, I don't know, 30 guys.
Your band and all the guys.
So there's bets going on, like who's gonna sleep with her first and that kind of thing.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my God!
But for guys, I feel like guys have a little bit better time adjusting to the road because my guitar sleeps like sometimes in the van, like in where we throw our trash.
Ooh.
And like he's okay with that. Now for me, I'm like I get the bench.
Right.
And if you try to take my bench away,
right,
bad things will happen to you. So yes, it's not a glamorous lifestyle. Like people think, oh, you're partying every day,
Right.
but you have a job to do, and this is a job, and you have to perform every day, and your job is to give a good show to the kids who come every day. I think that the Songwriters Circle is such a great experience for any young songwriter or even like older songwriters. It's really just a great experience to learn. You get to sit with these just well-established people and just listen to their art. It's such a
You do a lot of really reading of a lot of knowledge, and I know that you're wanting to do a little meditation. I mean, do you recommend things to help relax people? I mean, what would you, tell me some of your things, your tricks.
I like to stretch, before I
right.
go to bed.
That's right.
And stretch in the morning. And it's just a way of like releasing that tension.
Mm-hmm.
I also write in a journal while I'm in the van.
That's great.
And that's very helpful. And just keeping in contact with like your parents. And it's really important to have a really good family feeling when you're away. To know that they're there for you. And I call my parents all the time, and they know if I'm having a really hard time, they'll figure out a way to get to where I am and
That's really
come to a show.
That's really special. You have
But you gotta read. Just read. The boys in my band always have something nice to say if I'm feeling down, and you gotta stick as a team. You can't alienate yourself from the people you're with because it only creates problems. You gotta have your Dr. Phil moment every week. Once a week we all sit down as a band and we say
That's
positive
great.
things about each other. And
you have the same band members you've had from the beginning?
Yeah. So
that's really amazing.
Sometimes we get mad at each other because you're around someone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine because we just say, okay, we're gonna let that go. You're going to sit down with someone and you're going to say something good about each and every person in the room, and then it really helps the morale of the band.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
You got to cheer each other. I'm learning now to just let it pass and not be scared to say, you know what, call my manager and say, I really need this day off. I really can't play.
Good for you.
And I know that's going to make people mad, but I'm like, if I want to, you got to think of it as a marathon and not a sprint, and think, I want this to last, I'm not just trying to get through it. I want to have a long career, so I'm thinking, oh, well, I want to play shows in a few months and not burn myself out in 2 weeks or something like that.
Thank you so much for sharing this information. It's really helpful for people really to hear what it's really like from the mouth of the person that's doing it. So I wish you amazing, amazing luck. I loved having you back in my studio to do your yui-yui-yuis and your yo-yo-yos. only we know with these terminologies, but it's made her voice beautiful. Thank you so much. Good luck, everybody. Charlotte sometimes. Thank you, Charlotte. Bye.